Hi there. We are going to get us a message for today. I hope everyone's well. Welcome in. All right, we're going to ask our angel, saints, ancestors, and spirit guides into our space for divine love and messages for our highest and greatest good. We're surrounded in divine white light and love. So it is, and so it will be. Thank you. All right, so knock, knock, knock. Lovers, all right? Either something about a choice in the matter, or a situation, or about a person or relationship, or a direction in life. I'm also getting this can be like, regardless of the situation, you still know the difference between right or wrong, and you're still accountable for your actions accordingly. And then I also have, this could be a partnership of some kind. So let's see what the message is today. I have the Fool coming out. So this could be a new experience. Okay, you could be going in a different direction here. Something maybe a bit I'm getting like a bit of a break, a bit of separation, maybe something's coming to light, like illumination. This could have something to do with like awakening too. There's the Lover still at the bottom of the deck. I have the Ten of Wands here. So something could feel like a burden. Maybe you're leaving something that you would consider like overwhelming. Enough is enough, a burden here. Maybe you're seeing that there's other opportunities elsewhere here. Let's see. You could be like heading towards peace, choosing to keep your peace, right? Like maybe there's something that just isn't worth your effort anymore. It's like, been there, done that, you know. It could be getting a bit of like look at this. Okay, can we just look at this? All right, I feel like there's something far better for you. I feel like whatever this was, it's coming to an end, and you're seeing this play out, right? This is not something I'm saying for the first time, and you're like, aha, oh yeah, something's overwhelming and enough is enough, and you know, it's not worth my effort or time. So you may be feeling called to go in a different direction, try something new, choose peace in this situation, take the lessons, the experiences with you, leave the pain, the suffering, the drama, the chaos, right? All of that behind. There is something here that's calling you to have like some faith in the matter. I feel like whatever this Ace of Swords is, you know the truth, you see the truth, you have the clarity, right? This is also like receiving some sort of divine guidance here. And then I have an Ace of Cups. So I feel like there's an abundance of love, appreciation, adoration. I feel like it's like flowing. Okay, so what I'm getting is like there's something that you're going to love that you're being directed to. It's like you're being directed to it, or it's being directed directly to you. Okay, so that's awesome. I feel like this Ten of Wands also is representing like you've learned what you needed to learn in the lesson, like things have come like to a full stop, right? You're like, this is like completion, and it was a lot of hard work. It could have like accumulated over a long period of time. Like you could have worked somewhere for a really long time. Maybe you're realizing like, you know, maybe your efforts aren't appreciated there anymore and it's time to move on. I'm getting that energy, right? Here's that decision that you need to make. Do I stay or do I go? You know, what is it that I want to experience next? Yes, I don't see everything clearly, but you know enough, right? You can trust your intuition, okay? Let's see. What's this decision? Yeah, and then we have a Two of Cups coming out. I feel like I'm getting like there's new energy coming into your life that is going to like be a bit of a cause for pause, a cause for contemplation, like a decision. All right, here's a decision, a choice. Okay, a choice in the matter. Free will, right? Universal law. The Empress coming out. You have a partnership here, something that like you're calling into your existence here. I do have the Strength, the Empress. I feel like you're holding this strong position. Okay, you're creating. There could be someone that's interested in creating with you or getting to know you. I feel like they know how to handle themselves appropriately. Like they're going to come correct. I feel like maybe they also see you in a position of like strength, courage, confidence. You may need to have confidence and courage as it relates to maybe what you're being asked to do. This could be like speaking, this could be writing, this could be communicating, this could be sharing ideas, collaborating. I'm getting like divine messages, but that's just me. Maybe that's my takeaway. All right, so yeah, this Chariot is movement forward. All right, we have a King of Wands. So this is moving forward towards your dreams and aspirations, your passions, or this could be you coming across something that you feel really passionate about, or someone came across you and they feel passionate about you. All right, so it could be fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. We have Earth and Venus here. And this motherly, nurturing figure, someone who's focused on growth and development here. I have 9 of Cups, bottom of the deck. So, what's this telling us here? All right, I feel like there's forward movement, okay? I feel like towards your goals and aspirations, like inspiration, motivation. It's like to overcome whatever limitations you think you have in this space, right? I feel like they're wanting you to stay focused on the path ahead and don't fall for the mind trickery, like the mind fuckery, right? I don't know. I'm getting like there's a bit of like feeling like you're not good enough, strong enough, or have the abilities that you have. Maybe this is not letting things hold you back that might have held you back before. A bit of like subconscious belief energy. I feel like you're very capable of what you're here to do. You're already doing it, right? And so this is about your growth and development. This is about, you know, building upon what you've already created. Like this is the seed of creation. This is prosperity. Like it's already written in the stars, right? You already have this within you, right? It's almost like the only one that can sabotage you is you, is what I'm getting. So go after this is like go after it. Go get it and go after it. Don't hold yourself back. Right? This also could be like depression, feeling overwhelmed by the circumstances we find ourselves in, not able to find a way out, like letting the negative thoughts kind of get the best of us. I feel like you're somebody who knows how to work with that. Maybe you're inspiring others and helping others with your wisdom, your knowledge, right? This is like Sophia energy, this consciousness here, represented by this beautiful blue gown. This is you possibly sharing wisdom and guiding others out of their own self-limiting beliefs, feeling like they're stuck and stagnant, unable to see out of a situation. I feel like you help them through, right? I'm getting that. Like you had to go through it yourself, right? And master this yourself, because this talks about like mastering oneself. And I feel like you've done that. You've accomplished that. That's what this 10 of Wands is like, now that you've guided yourself through the storm, you can guide others. And I'm getting like this was what it was all for. This is part of your purpose. Everything you experience in this lifetime led up to this moment for you to step into your purpose, your spiritual position here. There's like this guide here. So it's like you are now able to trust your ability to guide others. Okay, and wherever you're going, you're meant to go for it. Okay, so this could be, you know, maybe you're looking to change from like a 9 to 5 corporate America to maybe like something you do on your own, something where, you know, you're living a different type of lifestyle here, right? And it could have something to do with like a partnership. So you might be moving in a direction that helps you to kind of like live an easier way or a different way, change in lifestyle. I feel like there's obstacles with this, but I feel like it's nothing you can't handle. I feel like you can tame any beast, right? So it's like also like you have angelic protection and you also have protection on the physical realm. So I feel like you're not alone. You're never alone. I feel like when it's time to go, you'll be able to move forward with perseverance. The King of Wands is spicy, okay? Could be this Two of Cups. This could be the energy that is inspiring you to make this move and move forward towards this direction. You may not have otherwise thought about it, but I feel like there's this energy here that's meant to, I'm getting like ignite the passions, like enjoying the finer things in life, being able to share all that one has with the one that they love. And I'm getting like that's what this person wants and that's what you want. So there's like a meeting of the minds and hearts. Okay. I feel like the past pain, suffering, betrayal, and backstabbing is maybe what might hold you back from feeling like you're enough, okay, but you are enough. And these projections may have been afflictions by someone else, right? So I feel like this was something that you've worked through and healed or are healing. That's clarifying the Fool. I feel like you have a new beginning in love, okay? New experiences, having faith that what wasn't for you actually was a blessing in disguise, okay? What's the Six of Swords? The Magician. I feel like you're manifesting a new beginning and you're manifesting peace and harmony. You're using like what you have available to you to create with. And I feel like you're creating a new life elsewhere. And this is confirming that this is coming in or is here now. This is like the present moment. Okay, so I feel like those who may have like betrayed you before are in that energy now. All right. I have a Ten of Pentacles. You're being directed straight to your destined path and legacy. All right, what you're meant to create here is through your ability to guide others. Okay, it's like guiding them to the promised land. Okay, whatever that is for you. All right, this Magician is powerful. This is a teacher. This is a spiritual teacher. So you could be going in a different direction and studying so that you can become the teacher. Or you could be moving so that you can, you know, be on your soul's path and journey. You could be learning more about like how the universe works. This is like tapping into like cosmic energy, alchemy, astronomy, chemistry, science, like all the ways in which our soul's here to grow. So there's this like growth opportunity here. The ability to create something that is going to lead to quite a lot of prosperity. I feel like now it's time to kind of rest. Maybe there's information that you're receiving, so you're being open to receive here as the Hangman, right? The Hangman is kind of idle, gaining a new perspective, taking a pause, being the observer in the situation at this time, okay, as things play out. All right. Some Pisces energy. It's like surrendering to the process, surrendering and being open to receive divine guidance. Yeah, we have a Queen of Wands here And we have a Two of Swords. So there's some sort of choice or decision. Okay, the Queen of Wands is definitely going to be talking about, like, you know, inspired action, even spiritual authority, maybe even like your spiritual practice or how people view you or see you. Maybe there's an outside influence here. We'll find out more. Who's this? What's the Two of Cups and the Queen of Wands? Okay, we have the Hierophant, so there could be some sort of commitment here. And then I have the Lovers coming over here in like a reverse, a blockage almost. I feel like somebody might want to create confusion or present how they were part of a third party of yours to try to create some sort of confusion and blockage towards a love commitment that's coming in for you. So this would be outside interference here that wants to create some sort of problem. All right, so I'm getting like, if you don't know this in your physical, know this like from a spiritual download or insight or intuition. Trust your intuition. I feel like this is like a high level commitment, soulmate energy coming in. All right, it has something to do with like spiritual authority. And I'm getting like this Lovers dynamic is a karmic partnership that you had, and here's the third party wanting to continue to keep you in some sort of position of like confusion, lack of clarity. All right. So again, like the only one that can affect you is you. Page of Swords. I feel like there's this like thinking about, investigating, watching, stalking, trolling energy here of the Empress. All eyes on you. Okay, all eyes on you. All right, so why are all the eyes on you? What did you do? 17 on my timer. Oh, this is why all eyes on you. Because they are now realizing how much God has a place in your love and in your heart. Right? Like World card. All right, Ace of Wands. This is like creator ability. This is power. This is inspiration. This is creativity. It's almost like no matter what you've been through, it hasn't stopped you. Like you've persevered, overcome whatever was sent your way. And I feel like people are watching you create regardless of what's gone on. Like I'm getting like unstoppable. Okay, it's like you've been divinely inspired and guided. Okay, and so you do what you're asked to do. Okay, it's like you're protected by the Most High and in the physical. So spiritual and physical protection. All right. This is like the wrath of God. All right. This is like some power energy. Yeah, I feel like you created something out of your own pain and suffering. All right. And now what you're doing with this is you're creating something that's helping other people. So you could create a practice, you could write a book, you could share your story, you could post like your glimmers that you experience every day on your walk outside. Like whatever that magic is, it's yours to share. And everybody loves it. So keep sharing. And those who don't, too bad. All right. I feel like this is a major accomplishment. This is like a level up. Okay. This could be like forgiving oneself, okay, forgiving the past and moving on. The Ace of Wands is a blessing. This is a passionate new beginning, okay? So this is an amazing, I'm getting like they're going to watch you have a passionate new beginning with a high-level soulmate, okay? So there's a bit of like maybe them wanting some sort of forgiveness or compassion for or even mercy here. Maybe they're asking for divine mercy here. Maybe someone wants to come and ask you for divine mercy. All right. Maybe they're realizing now like who they came against here. They came against God. Okay. That's who they came against. That's who they're fighting against. So they may be asking for divine mercy. Temperance. I feel like they're operating from an ego. They're operating from the shadow, and they have a dark attachment that's manipulating them and those around them. And they continue to lash out at you, now realizing they're only affecting themselves. I'm getting, this is that projected energy here, right? The more that they send ill will your way, the more they trap themselves and sacrifice themselves. Because that's the energy that they match, all right? Okay, I have a Knight of Pentacles. I feel like someone sees the potential to create and develop something long lasting. This is not something that is like a quick turnaround. This is something that takes a while. It makes sense to like plant the seeds and watch them grow. So this is someone that like maybe has some sort of business themselves. They could be in the space that you're in. They could be something that someone that you share common interests in. But I'm getting this energy wants to prevent anyone new coming in, okay? They don't want you to move forward. They don't want you to have a new investment from someone else. They don't want somebody new coming into your life. They would like to do everything they can to prevent this, okay? So what else is this? So whatever you got going on, keep it to yourself, is my point. Don't tell anybody what you got going on, unless it's a done deal. Okay, yeah, because look, Knight of Cups, like they're in their own misery. Misery loves company. They would very much like to sacrifice you, and they would like to do anything that they could to get in that position. Right? I mean, this is past energy. This is the love bomber, the gaslighter, the woe is me, I found myself in a really bad situation, can you help me? Yeah, no. This is someone who pretends to be the nice guy, but, you know, tries to keep you trapped and locks you up in the cellar when you're not, you know, after they drug your drink. You know what I mean? It's like, this person is like not what they seem. All right. So I feel like you really need to be careful because they're not who you think they are. All right. They're operating from a very dark space. Okay. And you were freed from this the first time. And so they're making sure that you know that this is not for you a second time, a third time, a fourth time, a fifth time. Like it ends now. All right. So there could be something that is coming to an end, a transition, some sort of like, almost like a clear passage. Okay. Like moving on, clear passage, accepting the inevitable and letting it go. So I'm getting like, this energy sacrifice themselves coming after you is what they want me to say. And that's the end. Okay. They've been warned. I'm getting they've been warned. Yeah. They have been warned. 9 of Swords. They tried to sacrifice a high priestess. Okay. Someone who is an angel here. May have looked like a sheep. May have looked like something that they weren't. Maybe were even like hidden in plain sight. But everything that was done in the dark is been noted, accounted for, and witnessed. And so I feel like there's a bit of like someone's worst fear is playing out here. And I feel like they want to take like this last ditch effort to try to save themselves because they couldn't sacrifice you. So now they're on the chopping block and they're next. If it's not you, then it's them. So I feel like this is a warning. This is a warning for anybody who has anyone returning from the past that has some unfinished business. They're going through judgment. They're going through a wake-up call. They're going through like a downfall, right? So karma's playing out. And they're in fear of having to be accountable for the actions that they took against you. And I feel like their worst fear is for there to be the truth, okay, revealed. And I'm getting like, you very much could be the energy that reveals the truth, all right? High Priestess energy has access to wisdom and knowledge, the secrets, what's hidden, what's unseen, what's unknown. And I'm getting like, you know, you could be like me, like a reader. You could be speaking this truth because, you know, you were divinely guided to do so, right? This is what you're being asked to do as part of your contribution here at this time. I feel like they know what they did. They just don't want anyone else to know and find out, because I feel like there's serious ramifications for this. And I'm also getting like there's a whole entire group that is aware of what was being done behind the scenes. Okay, I'm getting like black magic, I'm getting cult work, I'm getting sex cult work, I'm getting like death magic, I'm getting like they put out all the stops. Okay, and so because of the divine protection, I'm getting that this is coming back around to them. And they could be feeling it. They could be dealing with it. They could be experiencing this. So it's like you were untouchable to their attacks. And I'm getting like now their attacks are affecting them. Maybe even their like mental state. So they think that you would even possibly be open to seeing them again. They're like obsessed energy, or they could be intoxicated or just mentally unwell. And I'm getting like, it's almost like they're still not heeding the warnings. So, yeah. There is this going in a new direction here. I feel like this is, moving away from something that is not for you, right? This one back here is like firmly planted in the ground behind this energy. And it's like, okay, I'm taking on this new leaf in life. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this is new energy though. So you could be attracting someone, a partnership here, but I'm getting like somebody wants to sabotage this. Either somebody wants to project energy so that you sabotage it. They create some sort of confusion here, right? Because it's like they don't want this person making you an offer. They don't want the karmic to come back to you and offer you something after they're done with them, right? They want to create confusion. I feel like this karmic feels trapped with them. So they're trying to look for an exit. They're trying to look for a way out. And they see you as the way out. But I would say that they're experiencing a breakup here in their own dynamic, their own karmic dynamic, right? Because you were put in a third party with this energy here. Okay. Okay. Look at Seven of Swords. I have the Three of Swords, the Five of Swords, the Seven of Swords. We all know those cards and the Five of Wands are someone wanting to pick a fight, someone wanting to take advantage, someone lying, cheating, stealing, betraying, backstabbing, and being, someone who is untrustworthy, someone who's being motivated, manipulated, and is like a bully. Someone is maybe trying to flee the scene of something or trying to avoid conflict, chaos, drama. I feel like they abandoned their own flock, meaning like the shepherd's abandoning its own flock, okay, to save themselves. So this person doesn't care about anyone else but themselves, and they will say and do whatever it takes to protect themselves. Yeah, you can't trust them. Okay, there's justice playing out here. Maybe what they did to work with others to come against you, and maybe your legacy here is what's playing out in the justice system. They could be dealing with court. They could feel very overwhelmed by the experience here that they're having. Or this could be you, like you're over it. You're like, finally, there's that Ace of Swords. Yeah, there's universal law playing out and the laws of man playing out. And balance is being restored for what happened in this situation when you were in a relationship with this person or shortly after, whatever was playing out. I feel like they put you in a third party situation, okay? They lied, cheated, and stole, okay? They worked with others to come against you. They stole from you, okay? They tried to sacrifice you. They tried to burden you so that you may end your life. They did all kinds of shady shit to you, all right? And so as a result of this, you can either let this pain and suffering take you out, or you can use it to help you. I feel like you used it to help you. I feel like you were divinely guided and inspired to use what you experienced as a way to persevere and overcome. Okay, and you did just that. And look at you now. Look at you now. Like, you're in your power, and this served its purpose. Okay, was to ignite you into your purpose and power as a high priestess, high priest. That's awesome, because we have both. We have the Hierophant here, and we have the High Priest here. So I feel like both of you, right, if you're resonating with the Two of Cups, like, you both have gone through an initiation. It could have involved heartbreak, betrayal. It could have involved, like, someone, you know, slandering, defaming, coming after you as, like, a group, right? I feel like it was all, like, initiation. The passion within was ignited. And then we have the sun coming out. All right. It was coming out this way. They don't believe in God. They're not godly. All right. They don't deserve to be in your energy. Okay. Yeah. God sees all. They're being exposed. They're being exposed. Okay. Wheel of Fortune. Someone sealed their fate. And someone is on their destined path, and karma's playing out. Their lessons playing out. You have the Wheel of Fortune. So yes, there is this elevation. There is this, you know, moving on to the next level, and, you know, putting things to an end. Okay, there is this, like, ascension energy here. So you could be helping others kind of cross over here. You might actually be a medium. You might be able to actually help souls cross over, okay, into the light, okay? You might help those heal so that they can elevate, okay? Raise their frequency, potentially. Maybe this is something that you share and they watch and learn. Okay, you are the Empress. And then I have this Wheel of Fortune. So this tells me, like, with this Hierophant and this Two of Cups, that, like, something's meant to be. Something's destined. So it doesn't matter what anybody wants. It's not up to them, right? It's not up to them. All right. Yeah, Four of Cups. Someone's in their emotions. Someone's feeling the loss of you. Someone's realizing that whatever they had is now gone forever. And they're the one to blame. Okay, there is somebody better coming in that has more stability and security than what they could ever provide you. And I feel like this energy is dealing with a very unhappy romantic dynamic, partnership, marriage, commitment here. I feel like somebody steps out on relationships and doesn't know what it means to be loyal. So I feel like someone is coming in that is going to be loyal, providing, someone who has stability and security. All right. Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Doesn't have to be that sign though. But I would say this energy respects what you do, respects the fact that, like, you're independent, like, you do and handle your business. All right. I feel like they see a whole lot of potential in you. They see you as, you know, the Holy Grail, and you are the Holy Grail. You are this beautiful vessel of unconditional love, and I feel like the angels are bringing you a beautiful blessing, and you deserve it. You've put in all the hard work. You've put in all the hard work, and it's time for you to receive, right? This is time for you to receive, being open to receive this beautiful love. I love that. And then I feel like, this comes flying out, right? I feel like someone is going to be receiving, you know, all that they desire, okay? Everything that they desired, that they left and went and experienced, okay, behind your back, they're going to have a field day experiencing this, okay? Because this is what they wanted, this is what they desired. So that's what's coming in for them, is exactly what they desired the whole time, okay? And I'm getting like, it could have something to do with temptation, addictions, maybe even like an alternate type lifestyle, or, you know, really feeding the shadow and taking direction in this way, okay? I'm trying to be polite. This is like, for me, this is like toxic masculinity. Would also be somebody who has desires and they act on them without any recourse. And so maybe there's something going on here that someone needs to look at and evaluate for themselves. I feel like balance and harmony is being restored, and you are being seen now as the earth angel that you've been. And it took a lot for you to accept this. Imagine how it's going to be received by others, right? So I feel like having a little patience and a little grace for yourself is important at this time. Continue to give yourself the love that you deserve and desire, okay? You are enough. Look at Page of Cups. You may have children, or this is you pouring into your own cup, like a bit of self-love, like inner childhood. You know, your inner child is like saying, thank you. Thank you so much for focusing on what we need to focus on, okay? And not trying to heal everybody else. Like, it's their job to heal, not your job to heal them. Look, the moon. I feel like this is his secret admirer, is the moon in that Page of Cups. Okay. The Tower, okay, has fallen. And there's something playing out when it comes to work or collaboration or working with others. So I feel like what goes up must come down. Cause and effect is playing out. Someone could be experiencing the end of something, and it could have something to do with like some sort of work situation. Someone could be feeling unwell, in fear. Someone's in fear of losing something. I feel like this is a fall from grace. This is not being able to maybe hold down a job or work, or how's somebody going to, I don't know, I'm getting like somebody's afraid of their job or losing a job, or whatever was done at the job coming to light, being exposed. I feel like if what happened at work is exposed, then there's that downfall for somebody. I feel like this is what's impeding. This is what's playing out. This is what's happening now. I feel like there's a lot that happened while you were with this person that went on behind your back. I feel like it's being exposed now. And it could have to do with those that this person worked with, okay? Or maybe there's some sort of like relationship between two people who worked with one another. There's a hidden secret about them. I'm getting that maybe like this might have been like what was going on behind the scenes that they're trying to keep hidden. But I'm getting that it's coming to the light. And I'm getting like it's going to be found out. Yeah. I feel like that's somebody's hopes and fears. I'm thinking it's more about the fear. Interesting. All right, y'all. Let's get a few the magic of letting go cards and see what the messages are for this. Okay. People pleasing. Prioritizing your own needs by learning to say no and setting boundaries. Yes. Thank you. Great advice. This is like trauma bond. This is karmic contract. This is like, remember how I was getting like sex cult stuff? That's also some of this. So I was getting So it's like someone's, like addictions were being fed or are being, are kind of running the show. I have an inner critic. Replace negative self-talk with positive affirmations and challenge negativity. Okay. So if we're having a bunch of negative thoughts, we want to change our mindsets. We have set realistic goals. Okay. Progress is often more sustainable than perfection. Reevaluate when you need to adjust your goals. There is a need to not worry. Yeah. Prepare rather than worry. Adapting is what matters. And anchor in the present moment. I like that. Let's get a couple more. Don't hold back. Yeah, they want you to go for it. Release what no longer serves you for new growth and move forward now. Expectations. Summon serenity in the face of life's uncertainties. Be more flexible. It's like summon to yourself what you want to experience and face the uncertainties. And then there's no judgment. Have empathy and seek to understand before judging and strive for kindness. Okay. And then we have fear of failure. Someone is in the fear of failure. See uncertainty as an opportunity for growth and have courage to try. And then we have two more and then we're going to be done. We have beyond envy. Okay, so this is about going beyond envy, right? Look at the apples, look at the temptation. Cultivate mutual respect and banish toxic dynamics. Detox your relationships. Okay? Detox your relationships. All right, seeking approval. Rely on your own inner wisdom for validation and trust yourself over what other people have to say. Bottom of the deck energy says you are enough. You've always been enough. There's that big vessel, all right, that Ace of Cups. Progress, not perfection. It's okay to make mistakes. Growth is a journey, right? Hold this vessel of love for yourself. Hold unconditional love for yourself. You are enough. Okay, things are being balanced. Okay, we're like self-correcting. That's what, karma is, right? We're learning. Ourselves are learning from our choices and actions. It like self-corrects. It like is that law of rhythm, right? It'll come back around until it reaches its resting point. And that resting point usually is where you reach that perspective, right? You can see things from two perspectives. Therefore, you've gained complete awareness and understanding, right? And then something is completed at that point, right? Specifically, if something was learned from it, all right? So I feel like you've learned self-love. You learned how to like not people please and let people take advantage of you. I feel there was some karmic contract here that finished out in this lifetime. So congratulations, job well done. I feel like they're watching you now because they're learning from you. Whether they want to admit that or not, they're all learning a lesson from interacting with you. You all agreed to learn from one another. Okay, so that's beautiful. Embrace what you've learned. Leave the rest. Sometimes it's hard. It's easier said. But I feel like this pain was not meant to like afflict you forever. It was meant to be a catalyst for your growth and development. All right. So with that, I leave you, and I hope you guys enjoyed this reading, and I will see you on the next one. And again, thanks so much for watching. I totally appreciate it. See you guys.